Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, Björn.
Hello, hello, hello.
Junior.
Hello.
And Thomas.
Hello. Yeah, well, I'll start with popping a beer.
Oh, damn. I'm settling with a bottle of water.
With water?
Yeah, that's what
Yep,
Bruce
yep.
Lee said when he was fighting back in the day.
Water?
Yep. So, yeah. Well, social medias, first of all.
Okay.
I did post after last week a couple of promo videos or whatever from the last two episodes on our Facebook channel, on our Twitter, and on my TikTok to promote the upcoming episode. And I think I'll start doing that going forward. A couple of days before the podcast release, I'll upload a short clip of the upcoming episode.
A preview?
Yeah, a preview
Okay.
of sorts.
Okay.
So I can also get the exposure we need on TikTok. So yeah. Other than that though, haven't done much. So, how's the weekend been?
Yeah, well, fair enough. It's fair enough. It's been all right.
It's been the weekend,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
What? Are you not going to elaborate on it?
Well, I've been out motorcycling, but have to call it short because it's supposed to be pouring down with rain soon, and yeah, so it's like summer in the north of Norway. It's like
summer
very
and summer.
brief. Yeah, it's very brief.
Yeah. Junior?
Thomas? Oh, wait, Thomas?
Me? Yeah, I haven't done shit this weekend.
Didn't you have your daily, weekly disc golf trip?
As a matter of fact, I didn't.
Oh,
Because it was pouring down today, as Björn so nicely said.
okay.
So yeah. Could have gone though, because all the pouring stopped just short after we would have gone disc golfing. But
Yeah, but you couldn't have foreseen that anyways.
no, the weather forecast said rain, rain.
And it did rain, so
Yeah,
yeah.
Did you
I get
know
just not
that
as
you-
long as we.
you can look at the map instead of the weather forecast?
Yeah, well, the app said rain, rain, rain. And rain it was, just stopped hours before it should have been, or should have done, so but it's okay, I'm having a weird work week coming up anyways, where when my children come back from school I'm going to work the next days, so just having the day with kids today has been okay.
Okay.
So now, Junior.
Mountaineering.
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 Hill climbing. I don't know. I've been hiking.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Okay. Well, hill climbing, I foresee you do something with off-road cars or something. That's like hill climbing to me.
Yeah, or the rope and the steep wall.
Oh, like literal climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, I've just been hiking
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
Leisurely walk. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Not
nice.
a leisurely walk. There's nothing leisurely about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, your choice. Suppose.
Wasn't there anything nice about the hike? The view
Getting
once
fit,
you get
getting
okay.
ripped. Getting the weather. The weather was fine.
The weather was nice until now.
No. Weather's still fine.
Okay.
No, it's coming
you
from
wait.
your side going over to Junior.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
It's supposed to be raining very shortly.
Yeah. And rain there shall be. I promise you that much.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things we've been doing this weekend, I forgot to mention, jumping straight into one of our topics. Something I have been doing, or recently started doing. I started watching a new show, guys! One of the many. Hunters. I may have mentioned this earlier. I know I've done so privately to you. It's an Amazon show. And it's about... in the 1970s, a group of Jewish people hunting refugee Nazis from the war. In the show in the 70s, it's 1977, so it's like 30 years after the war. And the first thing that got me when watching this show was like, it has a lot of like The Boys vibes. It's like in the middle of episode 2 or something. Mind you, this is a show about the Jews hunting and killing Nazis in America who is hiding. It's like very serious and all of that, brutal in that matter.
But the hunted has become the hunter.
Yeah, very much so. But in the middle of episode 2 or something, there's this like scene where the main character, this not young boy, he's 19 though, but he gets high and they have like this musical scene where they all sing and dance and they're all like merry, all happy, like that one scene from The Boys with Mon Chéri and fucking Frenchie.
Yeah.
Where they sing and all, and it's like they have this goofy part in this serious shit. They're like shows they don't always take themselves too seriously, and I wonder if this is an Amazon thing. They're just willing to do something out of the ordinary when making a show, when making their own shows. They're like, yeah, we'll do this just for fun. It doesn't fit with the theme of the show overall, but it's fun, so let's do it.
I don't think it's an Amazon thing.
You don't?
No.
Okay, maybe, but that was the first thing I thought of when watching that scene in particular, though. But yeah, otherwise it's The Hunters. I watched 3 episodes now, and it's a killer show. I don't want to say it's on par with The Boys as of now, but I've only watched 3 episodes, so but it looks very promising, and I'll be keeping up with that.
Yeah, well, Amazon is doing great stuff with Prime.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
so yeah.
I imagine Lord of the Ring will flop.
I
Maybe it
have
will, maybe it
that
will.
suspicion myself.
Yeah, it has too much to live up to.
No, it's got too
No,
much PC.
I think it's changing. They take the movies out of the equation.
Oh no. Okay.
And everything is just starting from scratch, basically. And they're very PC.
Okay. We'll have to see, I guess. My first thought was, as you heard, they have a lot to live up to, but
Yeah.
that's a factor as well.
They do a lot of great stuff, but you have Wheel of Time didn't do it particularly well, I think.
Yeah, I heard a lot
No.
of hype about that, and it released, and it was like, it
Butchered?
flew under my radar. I didn't hear very much of it
Yeah.
after it released.
That's
So
Lord of the
did
Rings.
it totally flop,
Basically.
or was it a huge success, or is it like meh?
What?
Was it a huge success? Was it a huge flop, or was it like
Flop.
Meh.
Flop.
a flop? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you got the people who enjoyed the books, and
They didn't
it
fancy the show.
deviates. No, because it deviates too much.
But for those of us who haven't read the books, might we enjoy the show?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. Okay.
burn it.
Okay.
Well, I too have watched the show.
Oh.
Yeah, over on Netflix. They released the Tekken anime.
Oh yeah.
And for those of us who grew up with Tekken, the Tekken fighting games, like I started out with Tekken 2 and upwards, the Tekken show was quite good. It takes place between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 and Tekken 3 itself, basically.
Whose storyline are you following? Jin?
Basically Jin, yeah, because the show starts with kid Jin and his mother, June from Tekken 2.
Mm.
Then the main boss of the Tekken 3 fighting game shows up, the ogre, and things go shit from there. Jin winds up in the city training with his grandfather, Heihachi, and he joins the King of Iron Fist tournament, where all of our classic fighters show up: Nina Williams, King, Paul Phoenix, and yeah,
The old classics.
basically all the characters from, or not all, but many of the characters from the Tekken 3 game, Warang and whatnot. But they introduced one character who is only a DLC character for Tekken 7 in this show.
Nice.
Luckily, he didn't have a huge part. I found him very misplaced as I played the games, but he didn't do anything to hurt the story or whatever. So yeah, I hope they continue it going forward with the Tekken 4 storyline and so forth. It's basically what you can expect from a fighting anime. So yeah.
Are we talking about shows and stuff?
Well, we just mentioned 2, so are you following up with a third? Or
I just watched one episode of The Sandman, but that's not the point.
Is it any good though? I have it on my radar.
I believe it will be. I just watched the first episode. I have nothing to say about it.
okay, no first
Nice of you to
impressions.
take it up.
No, but we can discuss something else I've been rewatching.
Rewatch.
The Boy Who Lived.
The Boy Who Lived.
No?
I don't get the reference.
Harry Potter.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
Neither
Years,
have
mind
I.
you.
I got the 2 last movies.
Left.
So, yes. And of course, all the Fantastic Beasts, which I hear is here,
Here,
which is hilarious because the story doesn't make sense.
it doesn't, but the movie is quite fun though.
Have you seen the Fantastical Beast?
I seen number 1 and number 3 by mistake. Talked about that.
By mistake.
Yeah, I talked about that a while back ago when I went to the cinemas.
Ah, yeah,
We're
you went
supposed
to watch the wrong cinema.
Yeah. We were supposed to watch Sonic 2, and I ended up watching Fantastic Beasts 3, and I hadn't seen the second movie, so that really didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I really enjoy it. The only thing I don't enjoy in the third movie is they introduced the time warp thing, time tapper,
Yeah, but many
which
shows
breaks.
does
everything.
that to try and fix previous mistakes or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like imagining Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Jon Snow's pull up a Glock and shoots the evil man in the head, and then he puts the Glock down, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't Jon Snow pull up his Glock anywhere else? His pistol. Why do you want to shoot anyone else? Just this old baddie.
yeah. Well,
So it kind of creates a rift.
Wouldn't make it for an interesting show in that case.
I don't think
No, but
the
they-
first 2
you can't-
movies are that interesting when you watch them now, because they're basically made for children.
No, but they are not.
They are not interesting.
No, they are interesting, but they are not made for children in mind. They got slavery, murder, right?
Yeah,
All
They were
all
not
adult
very.
themes.
The first movies, as I recall them, they're not very gory or grotesque in any
no,
way.
the movies get
Uh,
darker as you move
They
along,
get
I
darker as the movies get towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that I
because
can agree on.
the characters get older, and I think someone also thought that the viewers might like progress
Get,
with the movies.
Naturally, yeah.
So yeah, so they just kept getting a bit darker.
Yeah, but they got the discrimination and everything, like really adult themes, but handled in a piss poor way, I would say.
Handling away from
Maybe.
children, basically.
Maybe it wasn't the main focus of the first movies, at least. It was just hidden in the background, but so the adults would notice, but the children was like, "Ooh, magic!" It's like, you know, you don't think so?
No.
Because when I recall watching the first movies, when they were new, when I was young, I was like, "Ooh, magic!" That's what I recall. Yeah, I don't recall any discrimination or adult themes from the first movies. I might now when I rewatch them because I'm grown up now. But no, so I don't recall anything but.
And you
ooh,
have
magic.
Harry Potter out in the forest doing his magic stuff. Expensive petroleum! And whatnot.
Expensive?
It's a joke.
Yeah, and he's quite filthy rich, that boy. He never uses wealth for anything.
No, but there is going around on TikTok. People have changed the spell name to expensive petroleum. Now with the gas prices and everything.
Ah. Well, I can see that.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the movies, except I have to. As an adult, I'm just asking myself these questions, right? So I use the wiki to explain the movie to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a sign of a bad movie? That I has to use the wiki?
I think you, in particular, when you watch a series or a movie or anything, you think way too much into it. You're like trying to make sense of every little thing that isn't necessarily the focus. You're like, oh, but
Well,
what if this? That
no,
ruins the whole plot of the movie.
No, stop. Well, do anyone remember how Voldemort got to the stage where he's a like little baby and gets tossed into the cauldron in the end of the fourth movie when he comes back,
No,
right?
no.
I don't remember the fourth movie.
It's where he comes back, right? He murders Cedric and everything.
Don't remember who that was. Yeah, that was one of the shit kids, yeah.
Well, anyhow, he comes back and he's like this tiny little baby form. I was like, how did he get to this form? What happened in between? Because he was on the back of the face of one professor, right, in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did that evolve to this baby shit?
I don't know.
No, I didn't know either. I didn't use the wiki.
Maybe you should read the books. Maybe it's explained there.
I don't think so. In the books, Hagrid is a raving alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't have been a good focus in the first Harry Potter movie.
It would
kids
have been hilarious.
having this.
No, but he is a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. According to the books, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to add to that. It's like, okay.
The movies
you
are what they
accepting?
are. They're okay. I think.
Yeah, as
Well-
I recall them as well. I didn't fall in love with the Hattie Putty series. Harry Potter series. No. I watched them and I was like, yeah, they were entertaining movies.
Yeah,
But
I
as with Junior, I didn't watch the last movies. I never got to that.
The last, the Deathly
two-
Hallows.
No, the two last movies. I never watched them.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I just said I didn't fall in love with the movie series. I watched the first ones, like, they were alright.
The 5 first one.
No, the 3 or 4 first ones.
No, because you just said you didn't see the last one.
Last
two
two
last-
ones.
Yeah, and there's like 7 movies.
Okay, so I didn't watch 6 and 7. Okay, maybe I didn't watch the last 3 ones.
Oh, there's 8 movies, aren't there?
What the fuck?
That's even worse, Björn.
Okay.
I think so.
So
I think
you-
it's like part 7 or movie 7 or year 7, part 1 and part 2. So yeah,
Yeah, Deathly
Oh.
Hallow part 1 and part 2,
Yeah,
right?
and
So
that's
it's
year
basically movie 7 and movie 8.
yeah,
But
basically
they're called movie 7, part 1 and 2.
yeah.
Uh,
Or year
okay.
7 because it's the school years of Hogwarts. So the first movie
Yeah.
is year 1, the second movie is year 2, and so on.
So you just watched the 6 first movies, and not the
No,
2 last.
Probably
yeah,
just
yeah.
the
Yeah,
first.
you just said
I watched
so.
4 movies. Okay,
Yeah,
I watched
okay,
4
okay.
movies. 1 through 4.
Didn't you get to the part where Dumbledore?
No,
No,
as
Okay.
but I know it happens because
uh,
it was everywhere on the internet. So
yeah.
spoiled me of that
Actually,
one. When it-
I got that spoiled in Big Bang Theory because someone spoils it for someone in the series, and I had seen all the movies when I saw Big Bang Theory.
Ah.
So I think Sheldon spoiled it for someone. But whatever. I saw the first 3 movies when they came out. I actually saw them with our uncle. And then I saw all of them after this last movie was released, and some years after that even. I did a marathon.
Yeah, I'm just excited for not the Deathly Hallow, but the Fantastical Beast, because I know it's hilariously bad story writing.
Yeah, but they have some cool characters though.
Yeah. I just can we spoil it?
How old is it?
It's
It's our show. We can
many years.
spoil it.
The third movie just came out, so yeah.
Yeah, it just boggles my mind that they are stopping Grimswald from killing Hitler. That's the story. They are stopping Grimswald to not kill Hitler. He's supposed to kill Hitler, right?
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know his plotline because they just revealed that character in the end of the first movie. And as I said, I didn't
Okay.
see the second one. And I saw the third.
That's the whole plot of the movie. He's trying to kill Hitler, and they are stopping him, and they
Mm.
are the bad, and he's the bad guy for trying to kill Hitler.
Yeah. I do might recall the third one. He don't want any non-magical people to live as well. So
Yeah, that maybe amp up the
he wants
antics.
he want what's best for the sorcerers or sorcerer society.
Yeah, that's some Voldemort shit. Racism, right?
Yeah,
Pure breed. Now we're talking deep shit.
But yeah, he's in one of the Harry Potter movies as well.
Grimswall.
Not played by
Hmm.
Johnny Depp though, but
Yeah.
the character is in one of the movies. Maybe Deathly Hallows Part 1 then, if you don't know. Just in one scene, but he's there.
Well, I have to look out for it now.
Yeah. So, are we moving on away from movies and TV shows and whatnot?
Yeah.
Well,
sure,
if you got
sure,
something.
No, I don't got any long topics, but I have a couple. Take my first one. The sharpest knife, or my sharpest knife.
Your sharpest knife.
Yeah, I got for Christmas one year from your father, Björn, a set of knives for the kitchen. This is the really big one to cut, slice through meat and whatever.
Yeah.
And I have this ice cube maker and whatnot, so I always have ice cubes in my freezer. And they were stuck together. And my daughter was like going to take them apart, and she stood there with my knife, just hammering into all the ice cubes with the pointy end.
Oh no.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm just fixing the eyes.
Oh no. That's like
Did
there's
you
so
take
many
your
things
knife?
here.
I'm like, how often have you done this? Every time. I'm like, fuck no. That's a really good kitchen knife. Stop doing that.
It was a really good kitchen knife.
It's not as pointy anymore, but it's still sharp when I'm slicing stuff. So it's
Well, besides ruining the pointy end of your good knife, safety.
yeah.
Isn't there like literally better tools to use to break the ice rather than
A butter knife?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
perhaps.
or a fork even, like to like jam in between and like break apart ice cubes.
No, yeah, not all. It wasn't always just to break the ice cubes apart from each other. Sometimes she wanted to have them in her bottle, so she needed the cubes to be smaller. So she was like, trying to get the cubes to.
Well, now we're talking first world problem.
Yeah.
You need ice in your bottle. It's like, I need ice in my bottle.
She wants it ice cold.
Mm.
Well, give her a hammer.
Yeah. No. She's not using the knife anymore though, so that's
Yeah.
that's good.
Good for both the knife and her fingers and safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could
Well,
just see her like that is slipping out of the handle and it's like slides down onto the knife blade and it's like
Yeah, she would
huge
actually
cut
then
and,
stop
like,
in the part of the blade is bigger than the handle, so it kind of sticks out a bit. So if you slide down, you will just basically hit the.
Yeah, it should, but you can.
Yeah, you can.
Be
of course.
really unfortunate. Yeah. There's potential there to cut yourself really
It
bad.
is.
Yeah,
You might stab yourself if you miss
Oh,
the target.
yeah, that as well.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
we're not doing
it
that
reminds
anymore.
me. It reminds me of a story.
Of a story.
Of a
Hmm.
friend of mine.
Tell us the story of your
Uh,
friend.
A couple of friends. They were pissed drunk, right? And what do you do when you're pissed drunk?
Make food.
Make food, yes. The first of my friend, he you know this beef slices which is very thin? Loaf
Thin.
steak. What is called in? So it's thin slices of meat, right? And you have
Yeah.
to separate them.
Yeah, it's basically like a really large but super flat hamburger, in a sense.
Yeah. And you have to separate them, right? Before you not boil them, before you fry them.
Mm.
Yeah, because they were frozen or something.
Yeah. Of course they are frozen. You heat them up while they're frozen, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he used the back of a knife
Mm-hmm.
to separate them. My first friend, and then my
Okay.
second friend saw this and thought, I want that as well. He used the sharp end of the knife, and he cut the steak and his hand.
Well,
I think he
no.
got like 6 stitches or something.
Jeez.
This lobe steak or lobe beef, it's called sirloin steak, or basically sirloin steak, but in one word.
Sirloin steak.
Sirloin steak or something.
Yeah. Anyways, that's besides the point. They were separating 2 frozen pieces of meat, and being drunk, disaster is sure to strike.
Yeah. Remember to use the back end of your knife. Don't use the sharpie point.
Mm.
So yeah, I had to get stitches at the night. They had to drive him to the hospital.
Who drove him to the hospital when everybody was drunk?
The one person that wasn't drunk.
The driver person.
Yes, the designated driver.
The sensible person.
That person
Speaking
should have
of-
been the one to get the meat separated, perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps, but you know, people are stupid when drunk, and you don't have to
Follow
supervise
logic.
them. No, you don't have to supervise them.
Mhm.
You just leave drunk people to do drunk people stuff, and you hear the scream and the blood, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Actually, there should be sober people at parties to do like mechanical tasks like that. Designated sober people to do like difficult stuff. It's like, no, you're too drunk to do this. Let me handle this.
Yeah, but have you ever been a sober person at the party?
A few times, yes. In where I'm needed as to drive home afterwards or something. So
Yeah, and are you staying at that place long?
usually not. Usually not.
No, that's the reason why you don't stay at the
Yeah,
party.
Yeah.
Just a disclaimer before it may happen. As the weather forecast here foretold, it's raining and I hear thunder outside. So just a heads up in case I suddenly drop out. Power outage. I don't know
It'll be
if
fine.
Junior can hear it. Yeah, it's usually like
No, it's nothing rain here or nothing.
there's pouring down and I hear thunder. I heard it just now. So
That's
No,
just saying, and it was forecasted to be thunder as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's dry here.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
No. But up north of Norway, thunder and lightning isn't that usual.
Yeah.
It's a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
Here in the south, it happens a lot, or not a lot, but it's not a rare occurrence. It does happen
Mind
from
you,
time to time.
it's really weird because just a few hours ago I was out with my motorcycle. It was like 18 degrees outside. It was clear weather. Sun was up. I was like, the weather forecast says it'll be pouring rain and thunder soon. I was like, okay, sure. Go home, start the podcast, and lo and behold, rain and thunder.
They were actually right this time. I can see.
Right this time.
Yeah, I can see that the forecast is saying rain is coming soon.
Rain is coming.
It's winter, it's rain.
In like 15 minutes or something like that.
Wow, in 15 minutes. That's an accurate forecast.
Yeah, because you got the weather radar.
Or it's like the nearest whole hour.
No, you got weather radar. Weather radar.
Weather radar. Okay, sure, okay.
Yeah, you can actually see the rain on this weather radar, and they are predicting it within an hour, right?
Okay, yeah. So let's
And that
see
is usually
if it rains in 15 minutes at your place.
yeah, and that is usually very right.
Yeah, but that's
when it's
okay.
that
It's
close.
only 15 minutes away from the end of the podcast by that point.
Yeah. So, hopefully we're our computers don't blow up. And hopefully our internet stays on.
If not, I will be ending this podcast myself.
By talking how douchey we are and something like that.
Yeah.
Talking behind our backs. It's like, now that you're finally alone, you can speak your mind.
I still
about
have to send
those
my
house-
audio clip over to you for editing.
Or you can just upload the raw file. Just
Yeah. No, it's okay, Björn.
Thomas
I can edit my my voice self.
Yeah. Your own.
I can do it myself. Yeah. No. It was one occurrence. I think it was on Friday. Yeah. The kids called me. I was on my way home from work, and they were like, first my daughter called, and it was a dude with an iPad at the door. And I was like, okay, you told him to piss off, right? And she was like, no, I told him to come back after 4:30 when you're home. And I was like, shit, now I have to tell him to piss off. But then I get home, and outside my son is out playing with his friends, and he was like, Dad, there was this bodybuilder at the door. And I'm like, what? Yeah, there was this bodybuilder at the door. He said he'd be back. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you know? Do you own money?
I'm getting to it. I do not owe anyone money. Funny enough, this has happened before when...
Are you sure about this? You don't owe any money.
I don't owe any money. The guy showed up when I was home, so I'm coming to that part. But funnily enough, I had a huge bodybuilder at my door before, because I caught him stealing at the mall where I work as a security guard. And he threatened my life, so I what's it called when you call the police and you
Reported him?
Reported him, yeah, and stuff like that. And he showed up at my door after that happened.
But this wasn't the same guy.
But this wasn't the same guy, yeah. So I was expecting the guy to come back, because he said after 4:30, and he never came. Then we had tacos and watched a movie, and I had to run up to the store to get something, and then I saw this bodybuilder just standing up the road, leaning on the car. I'm like, fuck, that's the dude. Maybe he's about to go down to my house now. But anyway, I have to go to the store, so whatever. And, well, he didn't come back that day. Then yesterday, I was talking on the phone with a good friend of mine, and this huge bodybuilder came walking down the road behind me. I was out throwing away the trash, and I could hear him say hello, and I was just keep talking to my phone and just went into my house. And a minute later, he rang on the door. Told him I was busy, so he said he'd be back again, and he left. And 15 minutes later, the guy showed up again, and he starts talking to me, and it's a dude working for a company called Telenor. They were they wanted to upgrade the internet in my street.
Okay.
To the faster alternative. Don't know what the names are in English. But anyway, they wanted to upgrade the internet, and they needed people to sign on to do it. Because as of now, it's just another company who offers like super speed the internet here, and they're super expensive. And Telenor wanted to like put up a new cable, which after a year or two, any company could use that cable to deliver high-speed internet to every house.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I talked to him a bit, and he thought I had the other company, but it turns out I already have Telenor to my house. And he was like, that's super great. You get the upgrade for free, basically. I don't have to pay shit. So it was a lot faster internet, and I had to pay less every month.
Oh,
and I was like, sure, sign me up. What do I got to do? It was like,
that's an unusually good deal.
It was like nothing. And just took my name and whatnot and the address, and I was about to leave, and then he turns around and like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from this place called Vesterålen. And he's like, oh, Stockmarknes? No, but not far away from it. And I was like, yeah, he had been there because his ex-girlfriend was from there.
Oh.
So then we started talking about where you currently live, Björn.
So you were dodging this shady-looking bodybuilder, and turns out he's the nicest guy you ever met.
Yeah, basically.
He upgraded your internet speed, he made you pay less, and you have things in common.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was a huge dude. I'm not kidding. He had to be like 190 something tall, and had arms
the
like
same
this.
And the same as width, 190 width, right?
What now? Oh, yeah,
190 in width.
He was really V-shaped.
Okay.
But yeah, he was pretty
Pretty jacked.
big, yeah. So, but it was super nice. So, so that was fun. But I thought when my daughter called me that day that it was Jehovah's Witness or something, because they always shows up on people's doors trying to convert you, and they've been here a couple of times before. So I just thought they're back because COVID restrictions have lifted. So now they're starting to move out about.
Back to recruiting.
Yeah. They actually did recruiting over the phone during COVID. They called me twice during the 2-year lockdown.
Oh, I want the Jehovah's. I want Jehovah's Witness to come at my door. I really do. I want to be prepared. Because I will bring out my Pope costume with all my hentai, and I will just discuss. Have you ever seen this?
This is
lovely
my religion.
Yeah, can I speak to you about my religion? Where we sacrifice sheep and goat
No,
for
no,
anime
no,
booty.
Junior, you should just be in your Pope costume and just bring your hentai outside. That's
Huh?
you,
What?
you dress up in your Pope costume and you bring a
Yeah,
hentai
Pope.
book with you.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
Pope costume, my hentai. I will say, we sacrifice goats for anime booty in the divine light of the spaghetti monster.
Sounds like a lot of commitment in preparation for the day they might show up.
Oh hell
Every
yeah!
single day you come home from
Hell
work, you
yeah.
have to dress up in your Pope costume and wait, just in
No,
case.
No. I will. No. I will live my normal life, right?
Okay.
And when they come at my door, and I will say, "Hold on, I need to get dressed." And then I will run and get my Pope costume, and then I will get my hentai. My hentai is
Okay.
really close, right? I know that they will wait for me, right? Because
How-
they are so hungry for members.
Have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
practiced this routine? Do you know how long you'll take to get dressed?
No,
He started
No, I
training after this podcast, getting in and out of his Pope costume.
like a fireman.
yeah.
I got my Pope shoes here. I got my coat here.
Pope shoes? What shoes does a Pope use?
I don't know.
Do they use
Adidas.
Adidas shoes? Or Adidas? Or
Sneakers.
sneakers? We don't know. They have robes that cover their shoes. They might be wearing slippers or Crocs.
High heels.
We don't fucking know.
I will
shoes
use
does a
high
priest
high
wear?
heels. High heels.
heels.
I like the Crocs.
No,
Yeah, we
you
don't
got to
fucking know.
get.
But when
Yeah,
the
but you got to be imposing, right? So you got to get those inches. You get some inches taller, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Get
you can just get those kiss boots that make you this much taller or something.
Hell yeah.
Imagine if, God forbid, we were in church at one point, the priest walking to the altar, and you hear the high heels clacking on the floor.
Then Junior will be like, I fucking knew it!
I told you. I told you.
Yeah, no, but why would you sacrifice sheep for the anime booty?
Just to make him wonder, like a really satanic ritual, right?
And the spaghetti monster? You mean the tentacle monster?
No. I mean the spaghetti monster, the flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah, but this is
I'm
hentai, so
not
it should be a
following.
flying tentacle monster.
For Cthulhu.
Basically.
Yeah, Cthulhu is a the tentacle monster, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the flying spaghetti monster cult, or not cult, religion is
I don't-
approved in the USA.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, so that is why. That's a flying spaghetti monster.
Okay, I have
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know religion that much, so...
Junior's way more into this hentai religion than us.
Of course, it's his
Obviously.
religion. He should be more into it.
No, I
It's
don't.
just I never heard of it.
You never heard of the flying spaghetti monster?
Yeah, we have.
I haven't.
I think it's in the Bible, even.
Flying
See?
spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Google it afterwards. Or
Yeah. It's,
give me a second. Junior, keep explaining
Yeah.
your hentai religion.
Does it need more explaining? It's like
it's for the thighs.
the thighs.
Yes, that is the whole religion revolves around the best anime thigh.
Okay.
Yeah, you got those who follows the titties, right, and the ass.
Yes.
We are all about the thighs
Okay.
in my cult.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I would be the offshoot then with the titties.
You are disappointing me. in this war of anime titties versus thighs versus ass.
Can't we ally against the?
For a common cause.
Well, it's this thingy.
The flying spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster on screen right now
Yeah.
for our YouTube viewers.
Or this.
Shaman? What?
This is more of a spaghetti monster. I don't know where this originated, but yeah, it's a thing.
It's an approved religion in America. Yeah, because you only need followers to get a religion approved, right?
Yeah.
And apparently it got enough followers.
So
Yeah, because tax
Junior's
evasion.
hentai religion might take off. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, if you get like 30% of parking or something like that, we can make it happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Junior, how's your Ethereum mining going?
Just got my payout.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to pay taxes from the payouts, right?
Not unless it's. Well, do you know what a free card is?
A free car?
Card.
Free card?
Yes.
No.
Use it. You can earn up to 30k.
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
people who, like, when kids get their first summer job or something. and they
You don't have
expect
to pay tax
Yeah.
until you earn
Reach.
above a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Well-
Yeah, I don't know if it's applying to me and you because we are making money on other things, right?
Yeah. But I've heard this rumor, or this is a thing, that Ethereum is going to change. And there's a date, plus minus a few days, 15th of September, where Ethereum is changing their the way Ethereum is. Don't quote me on this. Yeah, basically how Ethereum is earned, because it's going to, all in all, to make it more green, meaning from September the 15th, plus minus a few days, it's not a set date, but around that time, Ethereum will not be able to be mined by GPUs.
So you need CPUs.
No, it's going to change from. I just read briefly about this, but the layman's language for us is basically you can't mine Ethereum with GPUs anymore. It's going to require another form of mining to be able to earn this currency.
Okay.
So,
Are the price going up or down?
some speculate it will crash, and some speculate it'll be fine. But who the fuck knows?
It might be even
but
more
market
rare to
already-
get it. So
Market already shows that it's starting to drop off. At least because you measure the amount of work in hash rate, and from the date this was announced, it dropped by 7 or 8%. The amount of hashes, like the amount of total work that was done to mine this cryptocurrency, it dropped immediately, and it's continuing to drop because people are getting out. So from around mid-September, there might be a huge surplus of used GPUs on the market from people running their own mining farms, mining Ethereum, who can't
dude.
mine Ethereum anymore.
but you just use
it-
them to mine other Bitcoin currency.
You can use it to mine Bitcoin, but as I've come to understand, Ethereum is one of the most profitable ways from amount of watts or electricity used to conversion to this cryptocurrency of your choice. It's one of the most effective ways to mine. It's to mine Ethereum.
I got $7 worth of Ethereum right
Yeah,
now.
and in a month's time that may end.
Or
I'm
double.
I don't fucking know.
No, because
but,
I got it. I got it. It's
You got
me.
it. It's yours now.
It's my bank now. So either the currency crashes or it goes to the moon. To the moon.
Your $7 will become $7,000.
Oh my god.
Or in about a month's time, you'll have double it. You'll have $14 or something.
Yeah,
that's
worth it.
Well, let's hope it crashes and a lot of GPUs get on the market, because I need new GPUs for my children.
Ethereum will still be a thing, but they're basically changing it so that it won't require a lot of GPUs to mine this currency.
Yeah, but hold on. The GPUs are already on sale because of the electricity price.
Yeah.
I see a lot of mining rigs getting sold right now in south of Norway.
And
so they are floating.
There's this thing with new mining warehouses being established up here in north of Norway because electricity is cheap. I just wonder if those projects are on hold now because of Ethereum being crashed.
Oh, that would be really lovely.
That would be really lovely, but it's it just shows how fragile all this cryptocurrency still is. It is fragile and it has huge potential to explode. It's like super, how do you call it? Unstable. It's super. No, it's.
Yeah, it's like a stock.
Yeah, it's super stocky. It's like stocks. They might crash or they might rise into the heavens. It's like
to the moon.
And to make just the whole concept of making a company that builds a warehouse only for cryptocurrency mining. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's just thundering outside.
Yeah, I think I heard.
I heard it.
So, just put the whole concept of building something that is so risky based on something that is so unstable, it just boggles my mind. It's like, in my mind, it's doomed to fail at some point.
Are you saying that about all companies then?
No, not all companies, because not all companies put all their eggs into an unstable basket. Basically, this basket is on the top of a horse carriage with one wheel. It's like balancing. So who knows? Maybe it'll be fine until it reaches the next town, or maybe it'll crash and burn.
I think it will be fine, because the real good point about bitcoins, right? And
cryptocurrency in general
is that you're not what would I say? You're not dependent on your country's currency.
Yeah.
So you're not dependent that the country is going fine, right? The country can fall.
Like as in war times. Let's take Germany after World War II, after World War I, or Russia today with currency. The Russian ruble, is it?
Yeah.
They're like...
No, then they are not actually falling, because...
well, they did fall a huge amount
but I
at the
think
start
they're
of the
doing,
war.
They're doing quite all right now.
Yeah, but they did crash at the start of the Ukrainian war.
Yeah, but the rubles are going higher now because they have increased the rent. Not rent, but rate.
Yeah,
by double. So the people are suffering hugely.
And China is importing Russian oil more than ever right now.
So yeah, but like Venezuela, right? Where a gold in World of Warcraft is worth more than their currency.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking thing. It's like,
yeah,
if
so
you're
people
rich, if you're anything that people consider valuable, you can bank on that.
Yeah,
and if you have insight into something, anything, and you're like putting your efforts into that at an early stage, you could make a profit or make a fortune if you have insight into, like, let's say World of Warcraft. If you know that your in-game World of Warcraft money will be more valuable than your real money, and someone is willing to pay you for your World of Warcraft money, then that is a valid currency, isn't it?
Yes,
if someone
and
is willing to make a trade, then that's a valid currency.
Yes, and it's a valid job. People are quitting work because they're not getting paid enough. They're getting more paid in WoW coins. WoW gold.
I guess that's a few cases or many cases.
Yeah, of course. So,
Yeah.
don't know if it's so popular right now, but I know it was at a certain time in history of
I think
humanity.
is World of Warcraft really that popular anymore?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's on
wow,
decline.
It had a huge decline from the Activision Blizzard like drama a few months back. Is it a few months back or
I
a
think
year
it's
back?
like
No.
a year back or something.
Yeah, no, they are always in trouble, but they are now getting a new expansion and people will come back. And when we are saying it's dying, it's like 1 million players or something like that are concurrent playing, right?
Yeah.
And you say PUBG is dead, but it's like top 3 played in Steam.
Yeah, it's like, well,
I
for
think they've done a lot actually since we played it.
Yeah.
I just heard one of my friends getting into it back again now, so but yeah, I'm not too tempted. Maybe I've moved on.
It is what it
Junior, status update. Is it raining at your place now?
I hear the thunder.
Because it's deafening outside now. It's like pouring down. It's fucking dark. It's thundering. It's like a different world from a few hours ago.
I know what we'll do
This
at
is-
the end of the podcast. You will take down your green screen and you can see out your window.
Yeah.
Going over to the last topic of the day. Did I break it?
Did you break it? What did you break? Or did you?
Your asshole.
Yeah.
Your asshole.
Did I break it? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was at work Friday, and we have this cardboard trash thingy that eats cardboards and whatnot for all the stores and shopping mall.
Like trash.
compactor?
Yeah, compactor, yeah. But there are like two things that keeps eating it, so it gets grinded instead of just smashed. Yeah, and this was really full, and the trash company didn't have time to like empty it out that day. So me and my colleague were like, "Fuck, we need to get all this trash away." So we would just have this big iron stuff that we were just shoving the the cardboard down. But when it's full, the intervals for how when it eats the cardboards are really short. So I had this great plan. Another colleague of me told me once you can force it to just keep eating shit.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just going to try that button. And it worked for a little while. Then it stopped working and the red arrow light came on.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh fuck. So I tried to reset everything and the red light was still on.
Oh,
So I
no.
went down, opened up the machine, turned out the electricity thingies, what's the name? Säkringen?
The fuses.
Fuse.
The fuses, yeah. I took out the fuses and put them in and tried to reset the machine and everything, and the red arrow light was still on. And I was like, fuck, this
fuck.
might be expensive. Luckily, we had some small issues with the machine already.
Prior.
Yeah, prior to this, because when the machine or the container itself is, I think it's 25% full, yellow light comes on. That means I have to send an order to the trash company. They need to pick it up within the next couple of days. The problem is the light never turns off, so even when they just emptied it and it gets back, it's still it's still glowing yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know when it's 75% full. And after just 2 days, it went to 100% full, and then it just won't eat stuff. That's when I was messing about with it. But I knew a technician was coming to look at the light problem to fix that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just turn this shit off, and I just hope he notices and fixes whatever is wrong with this. And I went home, didn't say shit to anyone. Me and my colleague, who also was there, because he kept telling me to just keep forcing it when I wanted to stop. I just keep going. So he went on the cameras to see if you can see me holding the button, because there are a couple of cameras there. And I was hoping that you couldn't see me pushing the button. And I'm super guilty.
Oh no.
You basically see me standing there. Yeah, eat that shit! So I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I know the technician is coming. I just hope it is like it isn't a huge problem. I just might have to just reset something that I don't know about. Because I don't know a whole lot of this machine. I can just do the basic reset stuff. Like cutting the power and so on. So because it didn't sound like anything broke inside of it or like this huge metal stuff. So maybe it just loosened in one of the ends or just stopped because I kept forcing it, and you have to do a hard reset of some sort or whatever. I don't know.
Or maybe it's full.
It is full, but it's not supposed to come a red light with error on it. That's when something is wrong with the machine.
Okay.
Maybe it's
But
really full.
but I already know the technician is coming. He was supposed to come on Friday, but he didn't, so I think he'll come tomorrow or a couple of days ago when the podcast releases. So
Yeah. On Monday. Yeah.
yeah, on Monday. So
We
I
should
hope
really wrap it up before our power.
Yeah, I'm like wondering when will my computer go blank. So and we're
Björn reveal the outside for us.
yeah,
please.
it'll just be green though, won't it? No.
No, when you take the green screen down, we can see through your window behind the green screen. Or all your curtains.
What a letdown.
It doesn't look that bad, to be honest. And
Disappoint.
and for those who just listened to the podcast, Björn took down his green screen and just showed us the outside.
You can't see anything anyways.
No, that was a huge letdown. as
Disappointment.
Junior
Huge
said.
letdown.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you take down your green screen and we're just seeing curtains. I was like, that's not.
That's not outside. No.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the thunder just now. Saw a flash.
I didn't pay attention, but
I saw it.
I definitely look at it when I edit the episode. But yeah, let me thank all our listeners to sticking with us yet again. If you guys want to send us a message, ask us something, tell us something, give us hate, love, whatever, send us a mail at tipsywednesday@gmail.com. Write to us in our Facebook group, Tipsy Wednesday. Write to us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, YouTube, my TikTok. Yeah, and support us in the link below. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Bye-bye.
good night.
Adios.